Oh, we're on! Bob, don't be doing that to me, baby. He's supposed to do the 3, 2, 1, you know, to give me a little bit of a heads up. So unprofessional. I'm used to better things. I used to have a team of guys, you know. I had a lighting guy. God's my lighting guy these days. And sound engineer. Makeup lady. Powder puff. Enough of him. Well, I just want to show you. The sun is starting to set a little. Well, it's not. But it's low in the sky. Do you see? Isn't that lovely? Those houses over there, they look like Sylvanian family houses. They spoil it somewhat because you're very conscious of the fact that modernity is encroaching upon what was always here. Although having said that, these crops wouldn't have always been here. That's a modern, it's not modern, but you know what I mean, since man, it's a man-made innovation. And that is, there's a train going past way, way off in the distance. It looks like a little Hornby rail train set. But it's not. Anyway, I just thought, because I have now unlimited data, I've invested in it. It was only £6 more. And it's worth it. Some of you will say, no, it's not. We've had to endure far too much of your drivel, as is. And now, with unlimited data, heaven forfend, what else has he in store for us? Indeed. Well, I'll tell you what. Now, I've got a recent acquisition. My library has been greatly reduced. But I'm building it up somewhat in little increments. And I'm limited on space, you know. I don't have unlimited space, so storage space, that is. So I have to choose my editions, my novellas, with great care. And this is one of them. Can you see that? Are you getting that? I can't see if you're even getting that. It looks all black to me. Oh no, I think you're getting it. Okay. Okay. It's entitled rather, Pop Sonnets. Look at them all fuck off now. Just because I said sonnet. Bob's not here, he's actually fucked off to get some twigs. He's going to try and rub them together to make a fire, do you know? I said, look Bob, I've got a box of matches in here, that's the only stick you need. But, you know, he likes to do the full Bear Grylls. We're here, lost in the wilderness, with only one rucksack and our wits to help us survive. We're going to rub 2 dry sticks together, well, 2 dry stick insects together, and hope for the best. Yeah, but I'm coming apart, you know. This jumper, it's been snagged on so much of this gnarly wheat and hedgerow. How did Wurzel hedgerow gummidge look so fine? I mean, Dolly Closepeck proper had the moistness for him. Aunt Sally not so much, to be fair. I think she fancied everybody other than Wurzel. But anyway, so as I have unlimited data and you've got nothing else better to do, I'm talking to an audience of me, aren't I? I thought I'd read you some of this. Not a lot, don't worry. No, do not worry. It is not a great dear boy or dear lady. Pop Sonnets by Eric Didrikson. That's a very British sounding name. Eric Didrikson, he's compiled his great pop sonnets for your delectation and enjoyment. Right, Shakespearean spins on your favourite songs, pop songs, rock ballads, all of that jazz, as if Shakespeare, old Bill, as we like to call him in the thespian circles, yeah, old Bill, Billy Boy, William, were he around now, he would, do you know that Barry Manilow? Do you know Barry Manilow? Bob's way off under that tree. What are you doing to that squirrel? I think he's milking it. Oh yes, well, at least I'll have some tea tonight. Not fried squirrel. We're not like that. But you know, we'll just suck on some of this wheat and have maybe make a soup out of wheat and squirrel milk. Nothing wrong with that. Some berries, you know. Actually, don't tell Bob, but I've got like a Mars bar in my bag. I'm going to leave that till the sun's gone down. Do you know what I mean? And eat it surreptitiously. Yeah, but if William Shakespeare was around in modern day, I'm sure he would put his quill aside and say, do you know what I want to do? What I really would desire to do is to take songs by ABBA, the lyrics of the Beatles, Beyonce, Wacko Jacko, Miley Cyrus, Taylor Swift, and I would enhance them with my vocabulary. Put a slight spin on it, do you know, Shakespeare style way. Why not? There's nothing wrong with that, is there? So, now I'm not going to read them all because there's only so much flesh and blood can stand, I realise that. And you're not all that cerebral, are you? God, never insult your audience. No, I know you're not. I mean, I know you are, sorry. I'm only reading it, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? If I were clever, I'd be writing it, wouldn't I? I wouldn't be reading it, but at least I can read. Do you know? The 3 R's, reading, writing and arithmetic. Yeah, so here's one, Bruno Mars. Now you're aware of Bruno Mars. I know you are. You are, aren't you? Come on, admit it. Might be a secret pleasure, an indulgence, no less. But here we go. So this is Shakespeare's Perceived. Into the sun. Always look into the light. Camera 2, you've got the light on me. Okay. And yeah, I don't care if it's a fidget spinner and how much you paid for it. You get them cheaper on Penkridge Market, you know. Fidget spinners. Anyway, so Bruno Mars is Just the Way You Are. Now it doesn't have the music, so you know I just want you to prepare you for that. Isn't it a lovely view? Oh, did you hear that? That was a chaffinch. That was. I just want you to be aware that it doesn't have the music, and it won't be in the tune of. Even more tuned off now. It's just the lyrics. If they were like, you know. If they were just altered slightly. Here we go. So, just the way you are. My mistress's eyes are nothing like the stars. They've brighter shine than all those overhead. Her hair cascades her visage, never mars, but effortlessly frames her face instead. And yet if I should tell her what I see, that she hath been by Aphrodite blessed, she'd quietly demur and disagree, and I shall with these words sincere protest, When I observe thy countenance's grace, I see no fault, no flaw one might repair. And when a smile doth blossom cross thy face, the world takes heed and stops to fondly stare. No words could e'er sufficiently impart all thy perfection, just the way thou art. So there you go. Now you're getting a little idea. Badly recited, but you know, you're getting a little notion of the gist of this. The gist of this. Just my book jacket's flapping about in the breeze. Should have been sellotaped down. Right, so this one, Cyndi Lauper. Now we all like a little bit of Cyndi Lauper. Oh shite, I nearly ended up in barbed wire fence. Cyndi Lauper, girls just want to have fun. Oh, girls just want to have fun. Well, they do, don't they? Do they? Well, you'd know more about that than me. Right, at break of day, I to my home returned, to be admonished for my entrance late. Oh, mother dear, though we're by fortune spurned, its lack will not my want of cheer abate. When callers to my home at midnight come, my father asks if I've some long-term plan. I reassure him he hath not become the second fiddle to some other man. Yet that shall not affect the things I do. My course of life's not plotted round here some boy. When at long last the day of work is through, I'll always aim to find my share of joy. I'll walk within the sun's enlivening rays. For girls just want some fun within their days. You see. Okay, just have a look at the field while I turn them in page, alright. There's everything in here, you know. The village people. There's something for everyone. What we got here? Oh yes, here we go. John Travolta and Olivia Newton-Bomb. You're the one that I want. Oh, I'm like that with the cheesy chips and the kebab, me. You're the one that I want. Woo-hoo-hoo. You're the one that I want. Alright, shall we do this one then? Shall we? Go on, we'll keep it brief. I know you're all getting bored. Actually, I've not run through this before. There's been no rehearsal, as you can probably ascertain. Throughout my body, I feel sudden chills, but they spring from newly fallen snow. Instead, they stem from each romantic thrill that being in thy presence doth bestow. I must call for self-improvement. To be a better man, I'll swiftly learn, for I must be the one to meet thy needs. The Lord for whom my lady's soul doth yearn, and so, if I thy tender heart have warmed, and made myself the one thou hast adored, I'll prove I have my character transformed, and evermore thy faith in my reward. There are no further words I'll e'er require, my dear. Thou art the one I do desire. You're the one that I want. I got chills, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control. Turning the page. 'Cause of the power you're supplying. Why, it's electrifying. What else have we got? Have a look out there while I'm looking. Seamless, this, isn't it? I'll give you a change of view. Alright, we're nearly done. Right, what's this one? Have we read this one? Material Girl by the one and only, live from Vegas, Miss Evergreen. No, not Barbra Streisand. She's evergreen though, isn't she? Do you know what I mean? She's a bit like David Bowie in the sense of she could always reinvent herself, Madonna. And I know that she's a little bit narked by Lady Gaga, because she thinks Lady Gaga's like, you know, like, let's just be generous here and say borrowing. But again, like a lot of her style and image. But then again, you know, Oasis are very much like that, you know. They're Oasis, like, they're very much Beatles-esque, aren't they, John Lennon, you know. And something Manchester. Was that Mancunian accent, Bob? Was it? Anyway, you know. Little by little, the wheels of you. Oh, I love that song. It's not for now, though. Everyone likes a bit of Oasis, bit of Britpop. Do you like a bit of Britpop? Pop? Pop, pop, pop music. Okay, Madonna, Material Girl. You see, I love Madonna, but I adore Lady Gaga, even more so now in the wake of, or in the light of, a stellar performance in A Star Is Born, wondrous remake. There have been so many fantastic versions. Judy Garland, Barbra Streisand, Chris Christopherson. Should have been Elvis Presley, but his manager wouldn't allow him. Pity that. Anyway, Madonna, Material Girl. Oh, hello, what's going on here? I keep getting messages, I do. Some suitors do believe an earnest kiss or soft embrace will let them win my heart. But if they'll not remit, they are remiss. For riches are the way to love impart. But still others try with words to fast and dear, remaining yet too blind to ever see that my bridegroom, nor lender, we'll do that again, that my bridegroom shall be my financier. He'll neither borrower nor lender be. We'll edit that out, Bob. If costly habit as one's purse can buy, then each should save their farthings all his life, for purses pursed shall only make me sigh. A purse disbursed will make a happy wife, if wealthily, then happily when wed. I am a girl by want of items led. Oh, she does sound like a proper materialistic bitch. Well, then again, you see, that's the whole point of the song, isn't it? If you didn't realise that, you'd lost the plot, hadn't you? Don't need to come with subtitles, do it? Anyway, enjoy the view. Do you know, just talk amongst yourselves. Oh, Bruce Springsteen, Dancing in the Dark. I was dancing in the dark. Love that one, do you? You know, leave it in the comments. More music, less of you. That's what I had once. More music, less of you. But you know, I think that's a very good point. And very well made. Let's do that one then. Bruce Springsteen, Dancing in the Dark. Into the sun. Always get your light right. I am a bard. 'Tis evening when I rise. With hopes my soul has woken most inspired. Yet by the morning when I close my eyes, I've written no words. I merely have been tired. My disenchantment grows with every move. This endless sloth does nothing but persist. I beg thee for the simple chance to prove that I might stave it off, if thou'dst desist. No, don't clap, it's not the end. The flames of inspiration do not burn from long dead embers. They must first be stoked. I have the kindling. Oh, need to see a doctor about that. I have the kindling, but my heart doth yearn to see thy sparks raging. Blaze, provoked. For thee I would on any quest embark. Pray let us dance together in the dark. Oh, why not? Well, you might trip over the shit in here. I mean, look, badger shit, squirrel shit, all types of shit. Yeah, and there's no street lights around here, you know. Just so you know, next time you come rambling on by and come upon a wayward tramp with a poetry book, 4 sheets to the wind on amaretto and Pepsi Max, nothing but the best, and all my ice. It pains me to deliver this news to you that all mine ice has dissolved by the heat of the day. There you go. Right, do we have anything else? Or is our work here done? You tell me. Village people. Oh, Disco Inferno. Katy Perry. Oh, I love a bit of Katy Perry. Do you? Do you love a bit of Katy Perry? Do you? It's all right. I just see a rambler going on by. I don't know if he's coming around here. No, I don't think so. He's in for a shock anyway. If he comes down here. You shall not pass. No, I think he's gone over Style. Harry Styles. That's what he's doing now, see. Now he's left One Direction. No Direction. He's, he had a couple of good hits though, didn't he, to be fair? Old Harry. But he's naked now and he just, well, he's not naked. He's got a thong on. You know those mankinis? And he just, he's on all fours betwixt one field and another. He's a human style, hence Harry Styles. Yeah, and people that put the foot on his spine and he allows them across. It's very charitable of him, really. There are many artists who deserve that fate because they've delivered, let's say, some really awful records over the years that we've had to endure, and they still get played and repeated over the airwaves. I can think of a few, but I'm not going to name and shame. But anyway, so Katy Perry. Oh, the sun's gone behind a cloud. Never mind, we'll persevere. Katy Perry. I kissed a girl. Have you kissed a girl? Have you? Looks like Jeremy Kyle, isn't it? Or Jerry Springer. Do you know, you can confess to me. There's only me and like 1,000 ears of wheat. Go on, a bit of confession. It's good for the soul. It's good to get off your chest. You know, if you're a hairy guy and you don't like hairy chests, just wax it. Wax it. Get it off. And if you're a feminist, get a bra off. You know, it confines you. Get it off. Be free of the encumbrance of that thing, that shackle. Burn your bra. But preferably not in this field, because all this crops will go up in a blaze. I digress. By heaven, this was not a plan of mine. It was no plot or predetermined act. With courage steeled by an excess of wine, I did away with my accustomed tact. Unbridled curiosity prevailed. It bade I peer into a world I'd missed. Of this auspicious moment I availed myself, and I another woman kissed. And such a kiss! The taste of cherry balm upon her lips was one I'll ne'er forget. A whirlwind of emotion, crazed yet calm, and hoping my admirers not upset. But oh, the wondrous truth I'll not avoid. Her kiss was one I truly enjoyed. How? There ain't nothing wrong with that, baby. It's liberating. Anyway, shall we see what else is in book? Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice. Ooh, that's going back a bit, isn't it? Do you remember that? Vanilla Ice. Should we do that one? It's alright, we'll sign off in a minute. Vanilla Ice. Ice, ice, baby, baby. Now cease thy talking. Prithee, hear my words. This newly written sonnet I'll recite. The muse hath gripped my mortal soul and spurred it swiftly forth, just like a spear in flight. Oh, will its inspirations ever quit? I do not know. Yet if thou shouldst turn out the lights herein, I shall a glow emit, and like a candle wax a common lout. It is a crime. It is a crime to not perform thy best, but greatness is well worth its heavy price. Pray tell thy mother, word at my behest. A missive from the bard Vanilla Ice. If thou hast problems, I'll them. We need another drink. Bob, get the amaretto out, will you? Stop milking that squirrel, for fuck's sake, it's dry. Where were we? A whirlwind of emotion. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Pray tell thy mother, word at my behest, a missive from the bard Vanilla Ice. If thou hast problems, I'll them all allay. Now mark the melodious my minstrels play. Yeah. Oh, see, it's going all in the shadow. Marred by the shadow of thy gifts. Okay, then, we'll leave on... Okay, then, we'll leave it now, all right? Aye, I think we've done far too much. Do you know, well, we should have left the party a little bit sooner, really. But when you're on a roll, a sausage roll, Greg's sausage roll, do you know? And look at all them feathers there. Now something's either self-plucked because it got too hot, or there's been some kind of attack, yeah, going on. But that's nature, isn't it? Alright, you're right, are you? Do you know, I like it at this time of the day when it's gone cool. When the sun's behind a veil of cloud and you're left to your thoughts and the odd cawing crow. The musicality of nature, you know. So ABBA, dancing queen. You all know that, I'm sure of it. And if you don't, where the fuck have you been all your life? When thou a week's frustrations must expel, thou wishest for a dance hall to unwind, with plans to seek a suitor there as well. Thy merriment's not all thou hopest to find. How music stirs up souls with rhythmic joy. Oh, anyone could buy thy paramour. No. Do you know, we've not had enough Guinness. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. See, if I'd had enough Guinness, we could have finished this last one and we're fucking it up. You fucked it up, fella. I think we should just knock it on the head. What do you think? Now, well, let's have a show of hands out there. Does anybody want me to go on? There's not fucking anyone watching. Oh, that's a vote. That's like Keir Starmer's vote of no confidence, isn't it? Did you see him on the doorsteps of number 10? Sad-eyed and teary. Throwing in the towel. We're not going to get political here, but I did laugh a little bit because rather than saying, I've let the country down, I've been a rich boy when I should have been a man of the people, with all my expensive suits and all the rest of it. Do you know, a conservative wearing a red tie. But instead of saying, I let y'alls down and I feel really bad about it, and, do you know, really by rights, I'll do my best to help the next guy in because he's inherited a lot of my shite. Instead of doing that, all he said is, I'm going to do what's really important, and that's standing by my wife, and who's my rock. They all say that, don't they? Do you know the ones that have been found that they've been carrying on with a goat in a barn or something, and they say, oh yeah, but they come out, don't they, and the wife's be supporting them, and they say, yes, I got the support of my wife and kids. And he even used that one. He even used the kids, didn't he? He said, I'm going to be the best, proudest dad. I'm going to support them. I'm thinking, come on, man. That's a given. All right, I'm not knocking you for that. That's a great priority in life as a man. But let's face it, you should have been doing that anyway. That should have been part of your deal. Ultimately, though, you should have been looking after everyone in the country, and you didn't. So we don't care a fuck about whether you're a good husband or a good dad. That's not part of your job, mate. Anyway, enough of the politics. Enough of the politics. Let's not tarry down there. You know, politics is division by definition, after all, and we do need as many differing opinions and parties therein. Just be rather pleasing if they didn't all have expense accounts and £30 breakfasts and all that, you know what I mean? Send them all down to with the spoons, do you know what I mean? They can have one for a fiver. I mean, I know it's only like one egg, one sausage, but at the end of the day, you know, a taxpayer ain't made of money, are they? Anyway, how did we go from Shakespeare to like political unrest? I don't know, but maybe you can point that out later in the comment section. Feel free. I never read them anyway. Okay, so ABBA, Dancing Queen. We're going to have to do it again, but I promise you, I promise you that this is the one last opportunity for you to hear this wondrous publication recited. So here we go. Just read it yourself. I can't be asked. There you go. Saves me the hassle. I've got a sore throat now. When thou a week's frustrations must expel, thou wishest for a dance hall to unwind, with plans to seek a suitor there as well. Thy merriment's not all thou hopest to find. How music stirs up souls with rhythmic joy. Oh, anyone could be thy paramour. See, we read that one better then. Well, it's good to be self-aware. But till the right one's found, thou needst no boy to frolic free and let thy spirit soar. Thy sweet exuberance betrays thy youth. It's all right, I just thought you might not have your reading glasses on, do you know what I mean? So I'll read it for you. The sweet exuberance betrays thy youth, for thou art merely 17 in age, and yet thy artful movements bear the truth. Thou art a master, true upon the stage. All eyes are fixed upon thee, most entranced, thy coronation as the Queen of Dance. Oh, thank you. And that, my friends, is the end. It is the end. Yeah, baby doll. And count to 10. Mm-hmm. Oh, the sky fall. Do 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 do. Looks like we made it. How the heck? Where did we come in? I can't. Is it all grown? Have we been here so long that the path's grown over? I can't see it. Can you? Can you see the path? Help me here, Bob. I was relying on you to show me the way. You are so beautiful to me, can't you see? I'm buttering Bob up, see, because he's the one with the compass. You are so beautiful to me. All right, Bob. I'm not getting funny, I'm just saying. Get the compass out, will you, lad? Come on. Oh, well. I see a line. I see a line. I'm just hoping it's going to result in a path. I remember all my life raining down us. So, shadows of a man. Tears are in my eyes. Oh, happy you made me, oh Mandy. Oh, you came and you gave without taking, and I sent you away, oh Shandy. Actually, that's not far from the actual original lyrics, because the original lyrics, as you probably well know, is Brandy. The original song was entitled, Oh Brandy, when you came and you gave without taking, and I sent you away, oh Brandy. But of course, old Barry, the old man-in-law, he slowed it all down, orchestrated it, got the old Chopin preludes, and history was made. Love that song. Anyway, and there is the way out. There is always a way out. Always convince thyself that there is always a way out of every predicament in life, and we shall traverse backwards through the years, holding back the years. Simply Red. Now there's the thing. Simply Red, Mick Hucknall, right? Mick Hucknall was famed for his shock of curly ginger hair, red hair. Hence Simply Red. Unless it was a homage to his girlfriend who was on a period, I don't know. I better ask him. But of course he's got on a little bit now, but then again, haven't we all? Do you know what I mean? You can't all afford Botox, you know. But yeah, instead of using Just for Men, he uses some kind of ginger hair dye. I don't think they do it in just for Men. It must be a woman's hair dye. Anyway, he's recoloured his hair because it's bleach white now. He's the elder statesman of that type of pop music, ballads and all the rest of it. There's some cracking hits, Simply Red. So now he's simply not red, but simply dyed red. Which doesn't sound so catchy, does it, really? Who's the other one? Rick Astley. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. do you know, he's another one. Now, Rick Astley he was famed, wasn't he, for his bright, brilliant chestnut, ginger, red, whatever you want to call it, hair. But of course now, instead of going grey or white, the guy's gone black. His hair, that is. And, yeah. Could never dance, could he, Rick Astley? Do you notice? Do you ever noticed? He could, because he was used to, a bit like Karen Carpenter, always awkward on stage, because they favoured the drum kit. Karen Carpenter favoured the drum kit, as did Rick Astley. I mean, Phil Collins as well. He famously, I mean, was one of the best drummers in the world, I would venture. But, I mean, he could go, he was a better dancer, actually, Phil Collins. He was a confident guy. And he can play the piano as well. Anything you want to, I can turn you on to a groovy kind of love. Now, I know that wasn't one of his. I don't think it was. No, it wasn't. But, you know, it's in the soundtrack of Buster. Buster! Yeah, Buster. Yeah, it's a very good movie, that, with Julie Walters. One of my favourite actresses. I love her in Educating Rita, and opposite Michael Caine. Stellar performance from Julie Walters in that. Frank. It's like, well, you still drinking that, Frank? Because he's like an alcoholic, isn't he? But she saved his life, you know. She invigorated him and enlivened his soul and brought him back to reality, really, that there's more to life than the inside of a bottle, you know. And she was quite right. I mean, he was a poet, and he knew it. And he knew it. He knew he was a poet. But I think he got disenchanted in life and a bit bogged down. I think the opportunities that should have come his way, the character of Frank, that is, never quite appeared, really. Maybe that was lack of ambition. Maybe it was the booze. I think he was disenchanted with many things in his life. And nothing wrong with that. As long as you're aware of it and you can grasp the nettle, seize the day, carpe diem and all that. But anyway, yeah, so should give him a haircut, sobered him up, kind of inspired him to sober up anyway. And got his pen back out. No, it's not a euphemism, it's not that kind of movie. Not Confessions of a University lecturer and a Scouse wannabe intellectual. No, wasn't that kind of gig. No, I thought it was great movie. I've got that on DVD. You got it on DVD? So that's showing my age. Most people stream these days, don't they? Islands in a stream, that is what we are. That's Bee Gees, isn't it? I started a joke that got the whole world laughing. That the joke was on me. Well, isn't it nice now? I mean, really, I don't need my shades on because the sun is quite subtle. It's not all ablaze. This is the best time, I think. The quietude, slight musicality arising from the corn, the wheat. Corn! Oh wow, look at that. I love a blaze of yellow, don't you? Self-seeded. So there you go. We've read a few plagiarized. I mean, I doubt that the artists that penned those songs were aware that this Viking guy, Eric, whatever, had paraphrased. Maybe they do, I don't know, maybe copyright reasons. No, he'd probably be alright, actually. Copyright, I do believe, as long as you've altered it significantly, you don't have to fear. So I don't think that was an issue. And Shakespeare, well, he's long since demised. Shuffled off his mortal coil. Aye, there's the rub. There's the calamity for so long age, and the rest is silence. Well, not in this field. It's quite noisy with their birdsong. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, is there? I bet my bag of ice is melted. It was a while since we were here last, dost thou remember, when thou accompanied me, mistress, to this field, and hand in hand we descended deep amongst the golden ears of corn, or wheat, and we partook a moment of sweet desire with a pink cup, a goblet, a plastic one actually, filled with chunks of the coldest ice of the north, with a libation of amaretto and the noble Pepsi Max. Somewhere here, lost to memory, digitized for anyone who wishes to see in future times. I must remember to remove this hat I donned in great merriment and jest, because I have to traverse through Rugeley town with this upon my cranium, and I'll probably get pelted with stones and say, "Get out of town, you weirdo." Quite rightly. So I shall have to remove this. And until the next merry meeting, oh, mananas, which will be, if fortune shines down upon us in this noble land, not too far off in the future. And we're going to do a food review. It'll be number 3. Suggestions, keep it clean. Yeah, so I don't know. Richmond sausage, the Irish variety, thick with the skin thereupon. That's going to be one. I don't want to venture to Greg's. Nothing against Greg's. Very convenient, but I don't know. We've done a carvery. One of you might have seen that. Wasn't very good. I looked back on that, you know, because it was not prepared. The moment wasn't prepared for. It was like an ad lib. So I noticed I didn't really. I didn't centre the camera on the actual carvery much. I think you saw the edge of a plate with a wayward carrot, do you know what I mean, and a slither of cabbage, maybe a little bit of meat now and again, but in the great scheme of reviews, the plate of meat and vegetables was hard to discern. So maybe we'll do another carvery review at some other point, but at a different locale. The Colliers was wonderful, by the way. I highly recommend it in all seriousness. But yeah, there's many such establishments around here. The Radford, the Knot and Plough, you know, Don't know, KFC. But I know many of you are like me, and we favour the sucking the skin rather than biting down deep into the fleshy bits of the chicken. It does seem a waste. That poor chick, the cluck, the feather friend had sacrificed its life, the martyr, to provide a meal. And there's so much chicken still left upon the bone. Because people like myself peel back the spicily coated skin, nosh it, consume it, masticate it, swallow it, and depart, and leave the rest of the bird skinned to go cold and congealed upon the bucket, the bargain bucket. Kebab, we haven't done. Cheesy chips, now that is one of my favourites, nation's favourite. So we may do a cheesy chips one, but that wouldn't take long. It's like, oh, there's cheese, the chips, fromage, pommes frites, it is excellent, eh? It's all shit, isn't it? What we do to occupy our time. Like I said beforehand, I said I have too much time upon my hands these days. But, you know, it doesn't do to dwell upon the voices in thine head. It is far, far better to do a food review and chatter inanely than dwell upon thy predicament in life. Okay, that's all I got to say, man. I had nothing more to say to you. What you want me to fucking say? You live your fucking life. Eh? You want to eat the chicken and not the skin. That's up to you, man. You need to find yourself a partner that loves the chicken, you know, that loves the skin. Then you can share the bucket properly. There'll be no waste, you see. He will eat the skin, and you can consume all the breast and thighs you want. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Yeah. I gotta say, it's high time we hot-footed out of here, fiddle-dee-dee, and frankly, I don't give a damn about staying here all night. Look at here. It seems nice now. I'm aware of that. I'm very aware of that. But you can't be doing that all night. I've been here when that sun is set. And I've been here 2:30 in the morning, and I tell you what, that sky is so dark, and these fields are like unlit purple. The purple fields of corn, unforgiving. And you'd think you could nestle down in amongst it to garner some warmth for your body, but it don't happen that way. The chills set in round about 2:30 in the morning. And it's when the realization comes to people. We're not cut out to just live outdoors. We need to seek out a cave. Or you do what they did in Star Wars, where they cut open that thing, that llama thing, and climbed inside it for warmth. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. What did Boris Johnson say? Do you remember that? Well, that old pensioner, she was going round in a buzz, wasn't she? She's going around all day long in a fucking buzz just because she couldn't afford to have the heating on. Do you remember that? That was on the fucking news, that. And Boris Johnson, when this was brought up at, I don't know, like Prime Minister's question time or some such thing, and he said that, well, she's got him to thank because he set up that, like, you know, free bus pass for all pension. They live in another world, don't they? They do though, don't they? Anyway, we're gonna leave this place. We've been here all day pretty much. We've run out of drink. We've run out of pop. No one's listening. No one's watching. I love you all. And I am what I am. And what I am needs no excuses. I beat my own drum. I ain't got a drum. Thank goodness for that, I hear you all declare. Anyway, signing off. Sayonara, till we meet again. One hopes, in this life or in the next. Sayonara. Arigato. Kudasai. Hi. Au Wiedersehen. Bonne chance. Au revoir. Comment allez-vous? And all the rest. And the rest is silence. Right, shall we turn it off now, Bob? Shall we turn it off? Someone's got to turn it off. Oh, I've got to take my hat off, haven't I? Oh dear, I haven't taken my hat off. Do you know, all this sharp bits of grass and weed sticking into my jumper. I feel like a hedgehog, but like, you know, with the spines on the inside. Terrible, terrible predicament to befall one such as I. Sent before my time into this breathing world. Okay. Change your hat and we're off.